lifetime of having Ken in my life. So it'll be 60 years since I first met him, 1961. And I don't know, I fell for him. And his father especially was so grateful to me because I think he didn't think that he'd end up with somebody.
Just full stop.
It was 31 when we got married, so, and I was a baby really, 22. It's hard to believe now, having had 4 children by the time I was 30. And I guess Ken's, the good qualities that Ken has are definitely generosity and support and gosh, my brain.
Love.
A few more.
Well, that is humour. He's kept you laughing all these years.
Yes, he has. That's true. I can still laugh at him.
That's not the way you
Classic.
Oh God, what a roller coaster of a life. Little did I think that we'd be sitting here, these ripe old ages. But anyway, it's, you know, loyal was the other. Loyalty and, you know, protecting the family and and he worked very hard. I can't remember him ever taking a day off work in all the years he was with Defence. So, you know, he was a very conscientious worker. And so I'm grateful for that. And for lots of things, the wonderful trips that we've had overseas and in Australia. So I realise that I'm luckier than most to have been able to do those things, and that's been because of Ken, because I never really earned enough to set myself up financially. So so I'm grateful that we're celebrating his birthday today. I know he doesn't want to be around much longer, but nevertheless, it's great to have something like this to make you laugh and
certainly
recall the memories. And,
wonderful.
And so that has been wonderful. And with all these beautiful grandchildren here, telling their stories. So,
and a great-great-grandmother.
And that gorgeous little great-granddaughter.
Mary, how did you and Ken meet? I don't know if I've heard the story.
How do we meet?
Yeah.
Garden Island Dockyard.
Garden Island in Sydney, dockyard, down from Woolloomooloo or Potts Point.
At work.
It was Department of Navy then.
Right.
So Ken was already working there for a few years, and he worked in the first building after you go through the gates. There was a lot of security, and that was the finance section. And I went to Sydney after I left school in the end of January the year after, and applied in the public service, and I was offered one of 3 jobs. I could take my pick. Amazing. And so I chose Department of Navy by coincidence, and so I started there in the finance branch. So, you know, like I saw him when I first arrived in the office. Well, it was probably about a year after that he was in a musical, The Mikado, and one of the other girls that I'd got to know, she was going to watch it one night, and she said to me, "Would you like to come?" And I did, and I saw Ken in the show. And was that the night you took me home?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
we went
fast
and we had we had a milkshake each before we got home. Though.
you didn't go for coffee in those days.
No.
Anyway, that was the start of it. Yeah, and we kept it a secret from the workers, the colleagues, for a fair while. But it was 5 more years after that we married.
Wow.
Yeah,
Because she was so young.
yeah.
So how old were you when you met Ken?
When I met Ken, I was just turning 18.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the end of the first year after I finished
Right.
school. Yeah, so amazing how
Wow.
things work out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aww.
Thanks, Mum.
Thank you, darling.
okay.